Second is better in the... Ooh, 2 candy and 2 VIP pass prize for Robin. That's not great, but a lot of supporters prized for Brad here. Dude, they got to do away with that graphic. Please. I beg you. Manaphy start from Brad. So was there a mulligan? There had to have been a mulligan, right? We would never start with the Manaphy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Wait. Did Brad start Manaphy? Am I trolling? I think Brad's trolling. Attach active, has Ultra Ball. Just passing. Bro, what? Wait. What is happening here? What the heck? Wait, did the prediction go up or not? Did the prediction happen? Jeez, hell. Wait, I can see by, like, reading. Okay, yeah, the prediction did go through. Okay. Thought it was Entei. Brad's going first. It doesn't matter if it's Entei. You're going first. No, Brad is trolling. Brad's trolling off the rip here. Robin is going second. I'm assuming that means Robin won the coin flip. Brad also could have Ultra Balled for Rotom there and drawn through with Rotom, which is probably correct as well. Brad does have turn 2 Candy Charizard, but with no Pidgeot, it's not as big of a deal, to be honest. So yeah, Robin has a really good start here. Here comes the Battle of IPS. Did open the Rotom, which you kind of want to avoid the Rotom in the mirror if you can. You don't want it just kind of on your bench as a 2-prize liability, but it's not that big of a deal. And it looks like Robin's going to use the 4 Seal Stone as well, because you don't just want to leave it in play. So maybe just going to go get another Battle VIP pass here. And try and get fully set up. Isn't going to have that 4 Seal Stone anymore if you get Iono, though, now. So I almost would like to see maybe Robin try and hold on to the 4 Seal Stone, because there's another Charmander in hand. You don't have to be this aggressive with the 4 Seal Stone, I feel like. And, like, with how slow of a start Brad had, I don't think you're, like, scared of, like, Boss, Choice Belt, or Vitality Man KO your Roadie. Yeah, I see the Avery in there. I think I see a Collapse Stadium as well. Bunch of Lost Cities. So Robin is Tekken for the Guardy matchup. Has the Avery plus the Lost Cities. Which, like, does give you... It is pretty good against... Guardy. Like, it's just still unfavorable, but it gives you something. As opposed to kind of having nothing and, like... Feels bad. Yeah, it feels bad. Did Brad just pick up and read Arvin? I think so. But Brad maybe thought it wasn't an Arvin. Oh, there's 4 Charmander here for Robin. I actually don't like the 4th Charmander bench here, though. You want to try and get down double Pidgey. There's the Charmander bench. Double Pidgey's actually pretty good in the mirror match. Then leaves the Rotom in the active. So this does mean Brad could KO the Rotom here. Battle VIP pass top deck. Not great. But Brad could go Candy Charizard KO the Rotom now. Because Robin chose to not retreat there. I said I don't love the 4 Charmander from Robin. Double Pidgey's pretty good in mirror because then you can like threaten. If he's taking for Guardy, wouldn't Devo be better than Justified? Well, maybe Robin thinks Robin thinks Justified is better than mirror than Devo, then going with the Justified makes sense, to be honest. Going with the Justified makes sense if you think it's better in the mirror, because you should definitely play. Oh, yeah. If you think Justified's better in the mirror, then you should play the Justified. Even with Devo, you clean KO Pidge and mirror, right? If you have Vitality. No, you don't have Vitality in Devo though. You don't play both of those. You play one or the other. Well, your plan is usually you boss punch the Pidgeot. So you'll boss or counter catcher punch the Pidgeot. Maybe Robin is content with going behind on prize cards here to not give Brad counter catcher though. That could be a thing as well. Like maybe Robin's like, all right, I don't really care if you KO my Roadie because you can't counter catcher TM Devo me later. But Robin did prize 2 rare candy. So if Brad is just like, screw it, you go candy, Pidgeot Candy's art, I'm just gonna TM Devo you. Robin just like loses. That would be very unfortunate. And I don't know how thoroughly Robin checked his prize cards there. I think Robin just picked up the Zard deck. He had sleeved up since Sukar. That's also I think I saw a collapse in there. So at least Robin at least changed 1 card, which it looks like there was maybe a Lost City cut for a collapse. I think I saw a collapse in there. But that might be the only adjustment that Robin made from the Stuttgart build. Was it Stuttgart or Gdansk? I don't know why I have Gdansk on the mind, but I do. All right, Force and Level Ball coming out here for Brad. Wait, are we even going to see? So Brad's going to take this slower then and go get Rotom? So Brad's not going for the Candy Zard knockout here. Going to take it slower. I believe this is going to be a Roadie grab then. Yeah, rode him. Sukart was the most recent. Cadence is where he got top 4. Oh, I guess in my head, I guess I didn't even think about him playing at Sukart. I only remembered him his top 8. Level ball coming in here as well, so another Charmander on the way. No, going for the Charmeleon, but this can't be correct. What if you get boss KO'd? V-Star. Wait, we're using our... Well, I guess using our V-Star makes sense. Otherwise, we're just going to get... So what are we going to bench a Charmander or vault a Charmeleon? Okay, we get Artisan. I mean, that's... We just need to get a Charmander, so getting Artisan is fine. I guess like giving it to Robin doesn't really matter. Now you can maybe get 2 use out of it. But you have to grab a second Charmander here. So once again, you're not even close to having Pidgey. Pidgeot set up here as Brad. Yeah, I do not like the way that Brad played this at all. Like, we should have just, like, committed the Ultra Ball in that first turn of the game and just put down Rotom and drew 3 off the Ripidie. But now our second turn here is so bad. Yeah, our turn 2 here from Brad is just so bad. It's such a bad turn. We have, like, nothing. But if we just Ultra Balled for Rotom turn 1 as Brad, we'd have had +3 and now another +3. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all from Brad. I think we're going to evolve to the Million at least though. Wait, but why would we get Million instead of a Pidgey? We should have got Pidgey instead. Wait, we're not going to evolve to the Charmeleon? Bro! Oh, my nose was itchy and I felt like I had to sneeze, but then I didn't. What? Why are we not even evolving to the Charmeleon, bro? Get a Pidgey then. Where's our Pidge? I don't like this. That's a lot of energy in Robin's hand. That's a 4 energy in Robin's hand. Hopefully there's some energy in the deck. Here we go, Candy Charizard. Okay, there's 3 in there. All right, we got plenty. 4. We'd even take one out of the deck if we wanted. And the question is, like, what should Robin even do here? Didn't have the Candy Pidge, only has the Candy Zard. Or it's possible that Robin's playing this slower because there's 2 candies prized. So Robin maybe has Candy Pidgeot, Candy Charizard in hand and chose not to do it. I can't really tell. Chose not to do it because there's 2 candy prized. That hand is, like, literally might just be all energy, though. Robin's debating like thinning out the deck here versus just playing energy out of hand. Because if you keep top decking energy, then all of a sudden the next Charizard can't function. But I kind of like the energy getting thinned out here from Robin, actually, to be honest. I think Robin should take an energy there and just attach one from hand to one of the Charmanders. A energy kind of wild. A energy kind of goes crazy. There's the attach from hand. There's a Oh, there's a research in the hand, though. Okay. Yep, get rid of the Artisan. I like that. And then, okay, we do have the research at least here for Robin. Oh, then we definitely probably shouldn't thin the energy out of the deck. Robin didn't thin the energy out of the deck, right? Yeah, I didn't even see the research in the hand. I thought the rest of the hand was kind of like dead for Robin. There's a retreat. Has the collapse as well, so we could see collapse to get rid of the Rotom immediately before it gets gusted for 2. Is that a collapse? I can't actually tell. I think it is. I mean, it looks like it to me, but it's a gold card, so I can never know for sure. Yeah, cool. Collapsed. And get rid of the Rotom. Just don't have it be a liability for later. Has Pidgeot, has Charizard, has Arven for candy next turn. And there's the knockout. No candy from this draw here. I definitely don't think we'll see Brad go for the TM Devo this turn, even if they have access to it. But I think the hand's just dead here for Brad. Yeah, I think the hand's just dead. Didn't evolve the Charmeleon last turn. I think it's going to have to be a Roadie here. Actually, an interesting play here with this many energy down could be to boss up a Charmander, but that's... I don't know if that's worth it. Let's see what Brad goes for here. But yeah, there's no... Oh, wait, no, there is an Ultra Ball, but Candy and Zard here is so weak. Maybe it'll work, though. You could grab the Choice Belt. We're still so far from our Pidgeot. We're still so far from our Pidgeot here as Brad. And that's like that's how you like play the game, is the Pidgeot. So, but is eyeing up that rare candy, and then could grab that Choice Belt as well. And then Ultra Ball that away. Is going for the TM Devo. But we don't TM Devo here, do we? Yeah, using TM Devo here is not very good. But maybe we have enough other cards to Ultra Ball the hand. But you have to keep the boss around. So it's like Ultra Ball away, Pidgeot and Fire. And then you have a dead hand. You have boss. No, you can't get rid of boss. If you get rid of boss, you can't use the TM Devo efficiently. Okay. This is good. Charizard, Candy Charizard, 2 energy active. Yep, it's happening. Maybe even get the 3rd energy just to thin out of the deck and put on the Charmeleon. That's like not that bad. Although maybe one of Robin's focuses should maybe be to go chase the Charmeleon as well. We'll see here, though. There's a candy. Charizard. It's going to be 2 or 3. It seems fine. I'm going to grab 3 here. 2 on the active. And then I went to the Charmeleon. Seems fine, to be honest. I think it seems like Brad is... What? Dude, the Melian is becoming a Charizard before the Charmander is. That can't be correct, right? Well, I guess if you have 2 energy left in the deck, then like you'd evolve the Charmeleon and you get the energy out of the deck that way. But is there 2 energy left? Okay, if there's 2 energy left in the deck, I guess it's fine, to be honest. Because the Charmeleon is going to become a Charizard before the Charmander does. So now you can use Charmander to hit for 30 or retreat it. And then if there is 2 energy in the deck, then the Charmeleon becomes a Charizard, which then searches your deck for 2 more energy, and then it's fine, I guess. All right. Here comes the punch from Brad, 180 into Robin's Charizard. Now, Robin does want to kind of chill a little bit and to play around TM Devo and not like Rare Candy or evolve a bunch of stuff, but you can only chill so much because theoretically Brad could just beat you by punching your Charizards over and over. So I'm curious to see what Robin does. Level Ball's great. You definitely want to establish Charmeleon as soon as possible. You want to get the Charizard into the Charmeleon as soon as, or a Charizard into play evolved through Charmeleon as soon as possible. And then there is Candy Pidgeot in the hand here for Robin, I believe. But that's your last candy as Robin. And you're not drawing a prize card this turn. So if you do candy out Pidgeot here, Brad could just be like, all right, chill, TM Devo. Knock out your active Charizard, put the Pidgeot back in your hand, and then put Charmeleon back in your hand. And then Robin just, well, doesn't just lose, but it would be pretty bad. It might be just losing the game, actually, to be honest. So I think as Robin here, you have to chill. And actually, he's even going to go for the... I like the Boss KO on the Charmeleon here as well. You'd even want to like have Lost City here if you could as Robin. Lost City KO here is pretty good. Now, this turn, this does open the opportunity for Brad to go Iono TM Devo. Right here would not be terrible. But it's not great either. There's a boss top deck from Brad, so we could just see the Boss KO on the Charmeleon back. I think it's probably the best play here from Brad. Just Boss KO the Charmeleon. Yeah, Brad's setup was super, super sloppy here. Definitely made some mistakes to lead to this sloppy setup, though. It wasn't just kind of a Drew awkward, poor setup. This was a play poorly, bad setup, so... All right, back over to Robin. Got 4 prize cards left for Robin. So Robin could go... Counter Catcher. No, you could Boss KO Roadie. What do you do here, Robin? Now we have the candy in the hand. So now we got one of the candies off the prize cards now. Charmeleon's gone. So we'd like to super odd that and reestablish that for sure, probably. Candy of the Pidgeot isn't bad here. But then once again, there is that. Because we still have another candy in the deck, and we still have Charmeleon as well. So candy now Pidgeot's a little bit better here. But you are scared of that TM Devo. You are definitely scared of that TM Devo, especially if it gets combined with an Iono or something like that. But if we KO'd Rotom for 2, Robin will be down to 2 prize cards left. And then just needs to get through 1 Charizard there from there to win the game. Honestly, like, Boss KO Roadie here is, like, pretty good. Also, you could punch Charizard. Also, but probably actually better for Robin would be just punch Charizard, KO Charizard, Boss Roadie. Because right now, Brad's setup is so unestablished that Brad probably can't get Rotom out of play. Even if Brad plays Collapse Stadium, like, for Brad to be able to fill their bench, disrupt Robin, and then play the Collapse, it would be pretty tough. Yeah, we do see Robin here just go for the punch. Doesn't even super odd the Charmeleon back to the deck, which is interesting, because we could have seen a super odd for Charmeleon and 2 energy, and then maybe play... Is that 3 Arven in the hand? Play an Arven for like a level ball or something? Yeah, but also have to bump Collapse as well. Yeah, so there's like a lot of work to be done there. I think from Brad here, we want to just see Boss KO Pidgey. Well, actually, that's tough, though, because the hand sucks. Dude, this is just tough, because the setups are so under-established. It's just going to be a knockout from Brad. Now, but this does mean that Robin needs rare candies on this next turn to actually attack, and that's where the TM Devo could hit. But it's not as a super devastating TM Devo here from Brad. And we can see Robin play the Iono instead here. So Robin taking the time here, I think, is going to pay off. Going to be able to go Candy, Charizard, Iono. I can't tell. The cards are full art. I literally can't tell what's in Robin's hand. But I think there's 3 Arven and an Iono. Here comes the super odd. You need at least 2 energy, I'm pretty sure, here. Maybe even 3. And does eye up to 3 energy. Not going to get the Charmeleon, which means it's going to be harder to get into that last Charizard if it's necessary. And it'll have to come through a rare candy now. It can't come up through the through evolving up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it needs at least 2 energy here to survive. There's 3 going back to the deck. And I think we'll see Candy, Charizard, Iono here. But that's why Robin didn't actually use the Super Rod last turn, because Robin valued just getting the energy more so than ever getting the Art Charmeleon. 2 active. Probably should thin out that 1 here as well. I would imagine it's worth it. Thin it out to the bench Charmander. Has 1 energy left in the deck, so it can retreat the Pidgey even if it gets boss stalled. Oh, 2 energy left in the deck, excuse me. So it can still attack with a Charizard, another Charizard, and hard to retreat something if needed. But it's just a boss away from winning on that Rotom here as well. Seems kind of weak, Aima. Doesn't the opponent just play the evolutions on their next turn? Yeah, it's for evolutions that get rare candies into play. Yeah, you don't get the rare candies back. You can't just go back from a basic to a stage 2. You can if you have candies, but eventually you can run out of candies. And like the Charizard deck specifically only plays 1 stage 1, which is just 1 Charmeleon. No Pidgeotto. All right, here we go. 4 for Robin, only 3 for Brad. Lost the TM Devo as well. No more TM Devo. Robin's side has the Lost City. Go ahead and throws it out there. I don't think it could get theoretically punished, I guess, but pretty unlikely. Brad would need to have like research into fill the bench and then collapse away the Rotom. There is the boss in hand there, I believe, as well for Robin to have the boss on the Rotom next turn. Countercatcher Pidgey in the hand here for Brad. Actually, the countercatcher on the Pidgey here. Countercatcher on Pidgey. This is big. Robin doesn't actually have the Pidgeot out. Countercatcher it. Bring up the Pidge. What are we debating here? It's your only out. Okay. Come here, Pidgey. Yeah, this is not great. Robin's hand actually doesn't answer this situation. Actually, maybe Robin shouldn't have put that energy. Oh, okay. I was like, how is Brad doing that? But it's the... Yeah, maybe Robin shouldn't have put that energy on the Charmander the more I think about it, because if you need another Charizard, you'll be able to accelerate the energy that way. Drawing back into it isn't great, of course. There's an Iono in hand for Robin. This is interesting, because if Robin takes another knockout, then all of a sudden Brad can return 1-hit KO with Charizard. So we could see Robin go boss the Rotom this turn and Iono. I don't know how you play this actually as Robin. This is actually awkward. There's 1 energy in deck, though. There's 2 energy in deck. We have 2 energy in deck left. But I feel like Robin actually maybe shouldn't have accelerated that energy to the Charmander because of this possibility, thinking about it a little bit more now. It's like, we'd rather just have more energy in the deck. You don't want to draw into the energy either from Robin's Iono last turn. Just pass back to Brad. Yo, wait, this is getting close. Now, Brad can't afford to draw a prize card. If Brad draws a prize card, Brad does lose to Justified Gloves. So I feel like this turn, Brad should go for the TM Devo. TM Devo, plus bench a Charmander, and then next turn look for Candy Charizard plus Iono or something like that. Yeah, I like the TM Devo. Yeah, because if you take a knockout here, you lose to Justified Gloves. Now, Brad doesn't know, maybe doesn't know for sure that Robin plays Justified. I don't think Robin has shown Brad the Justified yet. Eyeing up Super Rod and TM Devo, it looked like. I was thinking we'd maybe get like TM Devo plus an Ultra Ball here. But we might need some energy recovery. There's the, okay, Ultra Ball plus TM Devo. It's happening. The comeback for Brad is possible. I don't know if Robin should have just passing there feels weird from Robin, though, to be honest, because what are you waiting for? Brad can draw 3 cards every turn with Rotom. So what is Robin waiting for by passing? How does Brad break this demo without just automatically losing? You can TM Devo this turn, then the Charizard's gone, and then you go Iono attack and hope that Robin doesn't have Candy Charizard. Would be, like, ideal. Oh, eyeing up the Pidgey here from Brad. Also, you could attack with Radiant Charizard. You could attack with Radiant Charizard. You can also attack with Charmeleon as well as Brad. If you can get Charmeleon set up, Charmeleon knocks out the active without having a 2-prize on your active. Just watching Rotom was the play last turn. I think I agree, Alex. Yeah, I think Robin should have bossed the Rotom last turn, passed, and then this turn Iono and tried to dig for the energy. Hope Brad couldn't move the Rhodey. I think doing nothing makes no sense on Robin's part because, yeah, Brad can just sit there and just draw 3 cards over and over again with Rotom. So you don't have that much time as Robin. You maybe have 1 extra turn if the draw wasn't that good from Brad. But yeah, here comes the TM Devo. Charizard's going back to the hand. No candy in the hand for Robin. Although this does open up the opportunity for Robin to top deck our candy and then accelerate an energy out of the deck. There we go. TM Devo, Charizard in hand for Robin. No candy in hand, but if it does top deck candy, the game is over. Robin's not playing very fast, so I don't think it's rare candy. What is that top deck? Now I'm curious. What is the top deck here for Robin? And now what does Robin do? Now do we see the boss on the roadie and then pass? See, the deck gets really awkward when you don't have Pidgeot established. I think it's another Zard. The boss was already in the hand. There's still an Iono in the hand. This is tough. What would I want to see? Boss Rotom doesn't seem that good from Robin because I think you know Candy Zard's coming for Brad on the next turn. Honestly, I think Iono here from Robin to disrupt Brad's hand because you know Brad like has been crafting this hand around the idea of it's just a pass though. So there is Candy Pidgeot, Candy Zard in the hand here for Brad. The problem with this though is there's no Iono to go with it. So then you do just lose. Yeah, the problem with this play here from Brad is there's no Iono to go with this play. And because there's no Iono, Robin does just win the game with a Candy. Or there might be the Justified in hand. If there's not Justified, we win the game with an Arven. The hand's really big here for Robin, though, but not quite good. Oh, the Justified is in hand. So a Candy wins the game here for Robin. Or an Arven. Oh, but Brad is eyeing up the Iono. Okay, is actually going to go with the Iono here instead. This one thing, though, with Brad, though, is like you can't take forever as Brad either. But Robin does have like a pretty big hand here. So I don't hate the Iono this turn, but like we got to start doing something next turn as Brad. And ideally for Brad, Brad draws into Candy Charizard or draws into Radiant Charizard plus a Fire and takes this knockout on this Pidgey and starts like moving things along. Is there even a Zard in Brad's deck? That's a good question. I actually don't. I think there's one. I think there's one in there. I actually don't know though. There could not be, I guess. There's a boss. There's a vacuum. And a char. Okay, there is. Can't do anything with this turn. It's going to be the insta draw for 3 here from Brad. Or insta charge, insta draw. Super Rod, Luminion. Quick search can find a Candy next turn. That's there. We know there's one on the bottom of the deck. What is the hand here for Robin? There's an Ultra Ball in the hand and a Fire. Now there's one more Fire in the deck, so even if we Ultra Ball away this Fire, we could get another one next turn. I think Robin has Luminion here, but the research is gone. So I think Robin should just probably pass here and hope for a good top deck. But Robin has multiple turns here, to be honest, to chill. Robin has time here. Robin does have time here. Because what would you even get off of the Luminion here? Yeah, the pass I think makes the most sense here for sure. Collapse top deck. I don't think that leads to anything here for Brad. Don't have enough other basic Pokemon to collapse away the roadie. This mirror match is really interesting, to be honest, because I think you just want to attack with Radiant Charizard here as Brad. Oh, no, the Charmeleon attack is sick. Yeah, you want to attack with Charmeleon here for sure if you can as Brad. And you can. No, you can't. No, you can't. Not out of this current hand. But you do want to. You could attack with Charmeleon, then Robin needs a lot more. You want to try and attack with a one-prizer as soon as possible here as Brad, but it's not going to happen this turn. But you can get into Radiant Charizard next turn to force Robin to not just have Candy Charizard, but Candy Charizard and a Gust. And we could see the boss here from Brad. Charmander getting loaded up as well. So there's a potential to attack with Charmeleon next turn. It's going to make it harder to potentially attack with a Radiant Charizard next turn, though. Thinking about playing a Super Rod. I don't know if that really makes a huge difference. I don't even know what we're grabbing here. I guess you get the Charmeleon at this point, right? Or is it already grabbed? It might have been grabbed. Just 2 fires. That seems pretty good as well. Can't go wrong with a couple fire energy. Probably don't want... Well, you could get the Charmander to collapse... Well, if you're taking this prize card, collapsing away your Rotom doesn't do anything. So to be honest, I actually don't like that Charmander grab there because it doesn't lead to anything. I guess it could lead to another Charizard, but that shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, I don't like the Charmander grab there because it doesn't lead to anything. Because if you're taking this knockout, even if you collapse away your Rotom, your Pidgeot still gets KO'd, so it doesn't really matter. All right, here we go. Zard swinging. Does Robin top deck? Robin is just a Candy away from winning at this. Well, actually, no, not a Candy. There's going to be the boss on the Charmander as well. So theoretically, actually, next turn, Brad runs Robin out of Charmanders. So actually, the boss is big here as well. And then, I don't know, a Charizard off the prize cards, that's not going to be super consequential. Now, for Robin, what do you send up? If you know Brad has another boss left, well, you could, like, call for family for another Charmander, I guess, if there's any left. A little bit of a boss count here from Robin. There's one left. So it's going to be the Charmander promote, and then Robin's living off the top deck. And it is Luminion for Arvin for Rare Candy. That's it. That's game. Robin wins game 1. Luminion for Arvin for... Oh, wait. Actually, it couldn't have been Rare Candy. It had to be the Luminion, dude. What a sack. And the energy's in the deck as well, because you need not just Rare Candy, but you also need the Justified Gloves. You need the Justified Gloves as well. Because without Justified, you don't actually get the KO here. And that's why if we could have attacked with a one prizer here as Brad, Brad probably would have won. If Brad could have attacked with Charmeleon or Radiant Charizard, Brad probably wins. But because we had to, if we wanted to attack this turn, we had to use Charizard EX. Do not get the... We're not able to survive for one more turn and then like make the comeback from there. That was a close one. That was a good game. How much time did they use though? They used a lot of time. Yeah, it was a pretty good top deck there from... It literally had to be... It couldn't have been Rare Candy because it was going down to 2 prize cards there. I thought Rare Candy would have done it, but it wasn't Rare Candy. We needed Arvin or Luminion. Arvin or Luminion or Charizard. So otherwise, then we could Ultra Ball for Luminion. They have 24 minutes left, so they have enough time for at least one more game. It might be tough to get a third game out of this, though, if Brad wins. I want to see Brad... play a little cleaner, though. Hopefully, Brad chooses second. You definitely want to go second in the mirror match. It's close, but I think going second is correct. It doesn't give you, like, that big of an advantage to go second, but... Because, like, if they go first and get, like, a turn 2 Candy Zard and just take a first prize card, that's still pretty good for them. Especially for Robin, because Robin plays the Justified Gloves. Whereas, like, the TM Devo build is, like, a little bit more content with playing more slowly. Justified... definitely doesn't mind drawing that first. I actually think with like TM Devo, you almost don't even want to draw that first prize card unless it's like a really good knockout. But yeah, I feel like you just want to not take the knockout sometimes. I never liked Charizard mirrors. Always go so long. Yeah, it can go a little while to be honest. You appreciate that gifted there, Tommy. Over to Abra. Welcome to the Rat Pack, Abra. We're all out of fish, but we got plenty of cheese. All right, the first big thing here is, did Brad choose second? And then hopefully Brad has a cleaner... Well, I want Brad to have a cleaner start, but I want Brad to play... Oh, double Charmander on Robin's side and the Forest Seal Stone. And then for Brad, triple Fire Energy. And Robin's got a pretty good start here. Robin does have a pretty good start. Well, the follow-up is just an Iono and Prey. But you could grab, like for Robin, you could grab that Rhodey and draw with Rotom off the rip. There's no 4 Sealstone in the deck, so the Rhodey's not as good. But yeah, Brad Price triple fire. That's not good either. Who gets the points if it's a tie? The people who predicted tie. Yeah, tie was a choice on the prediction. Gonna go Rhodey Mander and then just draw 3 off the Rhodey. But there's not that much to combo with the Rotom in the hand. And even drawing an Arvin's not that good either because the 4 Sealstone is prized. So Rotom here, honestly, it's like okay. Getting Rotom here is like very okay. I don't even know if it's like correct to be honest. I could see it being more correct to just like grab Mew. Or something to have a follow-up off of the Iono, to be honest. Is Brad on 6 fire? It looks like Brad's on the 6 fire double rod, yeah. It's just going to be a Rhodey for 3, but the draw here would... I mean, I guess if you just get a Rare Candy, you can at least attack as Robin, for sure. Maybe getting the Rhodey's just fine. And I guess if you find an Arvin, maybe you just go for the Candy Zard to start swinging. There's the Candy. All right, so Candy Zard's there. Top deck an Ultra Ball or a Pidgeot, then we got the Candy Pidgeot, Candy Zard. Well, but does Robin want to go for that with the TM Devo on the other side from Brad? I don't know. All right, Arvin from Brad. Brad is going to have a pretty good start here. Can get the Battle VIP pass. Has the 4 Sealstone not prized. Charizard used to be bonk, bonk, bonk win, and now it's Justified, TM Devo. But what if Iono? Yada, yada, yada. True. 3 fire being prized by Brad hurts. It can hurt, but if you just like set up a Charizard, attack with the Charizard gets KO'd, and then Super Auto cover 3 fire, at that point you're just like fine, and you'll stabilize. But early on, there could be some weird situation that comes up where you are, could make a difference for sure. Is Brad going back into the deck? I don't think so. Maybe Forest Seal Stone for another Battle VIP. I don't think so. The hand's pretty good. I think you just wait. If you get Iono, you'd want to have the Forest Seal Stone on the other side of an Iono or something. Don't play it. Don't play it. If you play it, are you using it? I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't play it unless you're using it, because if you just play it and don't use it, it's just going to get vacuumed. But we're using it. But what are we grabbing on? Are we just going to get like a Battle VIP pass? I guess. Then what are we getting? Mew and a Charmander? Mew and a Pidgey? Pidgey and a Charmander? I guess no Mew. I kind of like the Mew here. Was the Mew prized though? Maybe the Mew was prized. There we go. Double Pidgey is weird. Like, you do want to like eventually build up Mew attach. Seems good. No, you don't really want to put any energy and play with 3 energy prize. You just want to hold on to those things. Don't want to overcommit them. The double Pidgey is like, you do want to like sometimes set up towards double Pidgey, but doing it this early feels a little weird from Brad. I don't know if I like the double Pidgey coming out this aggressively, but the Mew might have been prized, so then it's not even an option, to be honest. And then Roadie for 3. But honestly, once again, like kind of like Robin's hand, like the Roadie is kind of really carrying everything here. There's an Ultra Ball though, so Candy Zard is available. And just like one more piece away from getting Candy Zard, or Candy yada 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 yada. Candy Pidgey, Candy Zard. You got me on the yada yadas now. All right, Candy Zard coming in from Robin. And here comes the Energy Acceleration. And I think Robin is definitely going to probably definitely wants to get this first product. You just want to start swinging. And then probably going to use that Iono as well. I don't even if Robin draws into, I think no Candy prize this time for Robin, but 2 Charmander prized, which is like definitely less potentially punishing, consequential, whatever. Even if Robin gets Candy Pidgeot though, I don't think Robin's going to Candy out the Pidgeot. You do have the Candy follow up if it does happen. Maybe you, do you? I don't know. I honestly just don't know. Maybe you do. Oh, maybe you do. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. For the Force Seal Stone, just thinning out the deck here. And then here comes the Iono. I would have liked to have seen Brad just hold the Force Seal Stone, and then if he had shuffled back to the deck, now if you draw into Arvin, you can Arvin for Candy Force Seal Stone. Yeah, I don't like love that aggressive Force Seal Stone use. Because, like, sure, you grab it and you put it in your hand. You don't want to put it in play because it could get vacuumed. Like, and then Robin had the vacuum right there. But, like, now if you draw into an Arvin is so much weaker now. It just seems... But that's a pretty good draw. That was a pretty good draw from Brad. Okay. That was really good. That is Candy Ultra Ball Arvin, which is Candy Pidgeot, Candy Charizard. And now Brad has seen the Justified Glove. So you should know that Robin does not have TM Devo. Now... Do you know that for sure? Not really, but you should make that judgment call that your opponent, if they only play one of them, they probably only play TM Devo or Justified. And if they play both, bro, they got it. They're super tech for the mirror, whatever, you beat me. Like, just be okay with that. Yeah, just like, all right, you got me. You play both, whatever. I'll lose to the Charizard player who plays TM Devo and Justified Gloves in the mirror, whatever. We go next. Yeah, at this point, Brad should be playing as if there's only Justified in Robin's deck and just go all out with the candies. Don't play super scared of like anything. Follow-up hand here from Robin is pretty mid, but has some options. At least that's the Iono. Think about benching the Jirachi. The bench space, this isn't too consequential. Well, I don't know. Now you don't have room for like Lumineon and Mew and another Charmander. I don't know if I love that from Robin. Is playing it with the idea of like, if I get Iono'd here, do I want this in my deck? No, not really. Okay, I guess I'll bench it. Because it kind of sucks to have in the deck. All right, Mander push from Brad here. And like I said, we do have the Candy Charizard Candy. Ooh, we could Boss KO the Charmeleon. Can we Boss KO the Charmeleon? That'd be a pretty good play. KO Charmeleon at some point is going to be pretty good here from Brad. Hopefully don't evolve the active Charmander. All right, good. And like I said, I think we have Candy Charizard, Candy Pidgeot in the hand here for Brad. And I don't even think we have to get rid of so we can hold TM Devo in our hand as well here for Brad. So this is actually looking pretty good for Brad. Brad can go punch this Charizard, threaten TM Devo next turn. Then Robin has to evolve the bench Charizard, and then Brad can go, okay, boss punch your bench Charizard, and then threaten the TM Devo KO on both Charizards. And then, honestly, Robin might just lose to that because Robin prized double Charmander. So we'll see. Here comes the Ultra Ball. Grab the Pidgeot, Candy the Pidgeot, and then go search out a... Wait, do we have Candy Pidgeot, Candy Charizard in hand? I thought we did, but now I'm like kind of second-guessing myself here. Brad went for the Pidgeot, so I'm just going to go ahead and say yes. But I actually don't know. Yes. Candy Pidgeot. Boom. Here comes a Pidgeot. Get ourselves a Charizard. Candy Charizard. Load up 2 on the active. I don't think I would load up that 3rd on that bench Charmeleon for the current board state that Brad is in. I think I would only load up 2 energy on my active here, and I would just hold that energy in the deck. Yeah, don't get the candy. That'd be 2 candies. You can't candy into a candy, and even if you could, if you candied into a candy, I don't think a candy would be very useful. So Brad does a quick second check. I've almost made that mistake myself where it's like, okay, I know I need a candy or a Charizard, and I go to get one, and then I check my hand. I'm like, oh, wait, I know I need the other one. And here we go. Do not take the 3rd energy, though. I think the 3rd energy should just sit in the deck here for this situation. We'll see, though. They could grab the 3rd energy. I think I would... Oh, they do go for it onto the Charmeleon. Now, they do have a switch in the deck still. Now, Robin could soul read Brad here and just go Boss Roadie pass, and then Brad would go switch. And then if Brad doesn't get a KO that turn, Robin could go Boss your Rotom pass. So maybe Robin has the soul read here and just, like, goes all in on it. But I think what we might see here from Robin would be Boss KO Charmeleon, if that is available to Robin. That's why I didn't really like the energy attachment there to your Charmeleon, because you kind of know your Charmeleon's going down on this next turn. Well, you don't know for sure, but you know Robin probably wants to do that if Robin has the flexibility to do that play. So, all right, okay, Robin's got some stuff here. Has Candy Pidgeot, has another Charizard. That's what you do want to get to. You do want to get a Charizard evolved up through the... You do want to get a Charizard evolved up through Charmeleon. Now, there's an Iono in the hand here as well for Robin, but will Robin play the Iono? I'm actually not sure. We could go Candy Pidgeot, evolve to Charizard, Boss KO Charmeleon. I feel like that's what we might see here from Robin. But I'm curious to see what Robin goes for. We could just see the Iono and then use your quick search after that, but that Iono seems like a little bit... You're not getting a ton of value out of it. Like, you don't need anything else this turn as Robin, so what are you gaining from this Iono? I guess I could just punch their active and just set up more Charizards. We have no Charmanders in the deck anyways. The quick search comes out immediately. Like I said, I think we're going to see a boss here on that Charmeleon. And you'd love to Lost City the Charmeleon here as well. If Robin had a Lost City here or had boss and then could get Lost City, you'd want to do that for sure as Robin. Lost City and the Charmeleon is a really good play in the mirror match. That's why it kind of sucks to like not play the Lost City potentially, but really, really good play in the mirror match is Lost City your opponent's Charmeleon, especially when you play the TM Devo. So that way they can't establish a Charizard ever through Charmeleon. And even once you start to hit him with Iono, it becomes harder for them to like reestablish a Charizard. Easier for them to get a Charizard into play if they already have a Charmeleon in play than if not. So just a tidbit out there. If you're running Lost City in your Charizard deck and you encounter a Charizard mirror, try and Lost City their Charmeleon. If you're going to go after the Charmeleon, no matter what, try and hit it with the Lost City as well. Except against me. If you do it against me, it won't work. So don't do it against me, but if you play against anyone else, it's a good play. All right, knockout on the Charmeleon. And for Brad now, we're just going to look for that. Like, actually, the board state is set up really well for Brad to just go Boss, Charizard, punch it. So I think this turn from Brad, we should see Quick Search for a Charmander. Boss up the benched... Actually, you don't even need a Charmander this turn, but you could. I think you probably should get a Charmander here as Brad. Quick Search, bench Charmander, boss up a Charizard, punch it, and then that's the turn. And then just play towards this TM Devo play eventually. I heard some people say that TM Devo is good for Lost Box Tina, like against it. It's like, okay, it's not that good. It's not that good. It's like very mid. You can like set up some weird plays where you can like punch the Tina V-Stars. No, in it. Oh yeah, TM Devo is good in Lost Box Tina if you want to tech for Charizard. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, the more I'm like thinking about it, maybe you could set up some weird checkmates board states against Tina with TM Devo, to be honest. Yep. There's a boss on the Charizard. I don't even know if Robin has another Charmander yet. So it's possible Robin just loses to TM Devo on this next turn. Or not 100% loses, but is in a really bad spot. We'll see. We'll see. Robin's drawing for turn. So fire. Oh, did get a Charmander. Okay, that's big. But once again, Robin doesn't really want to Iono Brad. Because Brad's been kind of living off of Quick Search turn to turn. So all you would do by Ionoing Brad is like probably be helping Brad by playing the Iono. For some reason, Robin is considering not benching Charmander. Like if you do bench Charmander here, Brad could go Boss KO Charmander. And then next turn TM Devo and board wipe you. Once again, as Robin, I don't think you want to play this Iono because like Brad's living off of quick search every single turn. So if you Iono them, potentially Brad can have like a much more powerful turn. Here comes a quick search from Robin. Once again, don't want to Iono. But what do you get here as Robin? You could boss KO the Charmander. It seems okay. You could just punch the active. The Iono is really, really good here for Brad. I think you should definitely try and avoid playing the Iono here as Robin. I don't like this because that's 6 new cards for Brad. That's 6 new cards. What can you even get here off this Iono that's that good for Robin? Well, yeah, what could Robin even draw into here that's that good? That the quick search doesn't already like kind of give Robin? I don't think there really is anything, to be honest. I don't think there really is anything here for Robin to get. Like, what can you get off this that's that good? Well, I guess it like, I don't know. That's tough because like Robin could have just gotten rare candy off of quick search and then swung. But I guess you have to reestablish your board if you get TM. Maybe Robin's thinking, okay, what if I get no? But this makes it more likely that Brad has Iono TM Devo, whereas previously I don't think Brad would have had Iono TM Devo. I don't know. That feels rough. The 4 new cards for Robin does not feel worth it to give Brad 6 new cards. Like I said, you pretty much know Brad's living off of the Ionos. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good, man. It doesn't feel good to give Brad 6 new cards. It doesn't feel good. I feel like we should have, like, Robin, if Robin could have, like, stockpiled the hand to respond to TM Devo, by going, like, Candy Iono on his side, on Robin's side, that might have been the better play. But I feel like this just gives so much potential for Brad's next couple turns here by playing the Iono now. I'm curious to see what Brad does here, though. Brad could boss KO the Charmander. And then try and trap Robin out of Charizards on the next turn by TM Devoing them. Or you could just boss punch the Pidgeot and be like... Actually, to be honest, on Brad's side, I kind of like boss punch Pidgeot better. And then maybe go for the TM Devo on the following turn. Because Robin won't be able to candy that Charmander into a Charizard next turn. So Robin is waiting to respond to the Charmander getting boss KO'd. And Robin is maybe even like tempting Brad by attaching an energy there too. It's like, hey, boss KO the Charmander, you get an energy as well. I think I would like to see Brad actually just boss punch the Pidgeot here. I think that's what I would like to see. And then you draw 3 prize cards, so you're not getting KO'd quite yet. I think that's what I'd like to see there. We'll see. Brad's got some choices to make here. Has another Charizard in hand, but once again, doesn't have energy. That's actually something, and actually that's, well, we see Brad's side of the field, and Robin doesn't, of course. That's one thing we know about Brad's side of the field is, and actually, that energy on the... Brad losing that energy, accelerating that energy to the Charmander on that previous turn could get really, really punished here. Because now, if Brad just chooses to not TM Devo this turn, then it ends up in a situation where I don't think you want to TM Devo this turn as Brad either. I don't think you should TM Devo this turn. But it looks like Brad is gearing up for the TM Devo. But then Brad doesn't even have an out to use an energy in a different way. Or doesn't have an energy to use with TM Devo once the Zard goes down. I think I would like to have definitely seen Brad take one more turn before the TM Devo, but Brad maybe can't afford to take that turn because of that energy being in the discard pile now. And we see Brad even going to like line up a Super Rod here off this quick search. Could go for the counter catcher here though, and counter catcher KO the Charmander would be a thing. I don't know how much I like it, or just counter catcher punch the Pidgeot. See what Brad goes for. Could also just grab Arven for next turn. Or I guess you could just get the Arven next turn by using Arven. You can quick search for Arven next turn. There's a TM Devo. I think Brad's going to go for the TM Devo here. I don't think I like the TM Devo here. I think it's too early to TM Devo. I think this is too early for the TM Devo play. I think you need to take your time. You need to take your time. Well, I mean, the way Brad's played it, I don't know if you can actually take your time anymore. I think maybe you have to go to the TM Devo play, to be honest. But yeah, I don't think the TM Devo play here is actually that good. Here comes an Ultra Ball as well. I don't even know what's getting grabbed here, though. Yeah, what do you even grab? Do you even need to play this Ultra Ball? I guess you grab Charizard. That's kind of chill. Wait. Can't do that. That's not quick search. Brad was lining up a Super Rod. Grabs. What is that? Wait, whoa. No! Brad doesn't know, bro. Brad doesn't know. No! Oh, no! You can't quick search twice. No! Oh my gosh. Dude. Dude, that is hilarious. Oh my gosh. All right, the TM Devo play is like the only play here for Brad. Yeah, Brad, maybe Brad just doesn't know. I mean, it's not often that you set up double Pidgeot, so like, Brad literally might just not know that you can't use double quick search. Judges, where you at? No, they caught it. Robin literally caught it. Was like, no, you can't do that. All right, this is not looking good for Brad at all. Here comes the TM Devo, but Robin does have Candy Charizard in hand, but maybe actually, oh. There we go, cleaning those up. Robin does have access to Candy though, so I think Robin has Candy Pidgeot, Candy Charizard here, and should be in a fine spot to close this one out. To be honest, you have to go Luminion for the Arvin. We'll go down to 2 prize cards here for Robin, but Brad doesn't play the Justified Gloves and was a little bit. I think early on this TM Devo play, I think this TM Devo play was a little bit too soon. This is not when you wanted to do the TM Devo play. You want to take another turn or so before doing this. Here's your Arvin. Here comes Justified plus Candy for Robin. Yeah, I don't even know if there's a... What is the play here from Brad? I set up another Charizard and Punch, but... Oh, wait. No Candy Pidgeot. Wait. Did Robin not have Candy Pidgeot, Candy Charizard? Am I trolling? Oh, there's a boss in hand. Wait, what if you get Iono'd here? Wait, did Robin just throw? Robin had Candy Pidgeot, Candy Charizard, right? I think Robin just threw there. Because now if you get Iono'd here, that's actually a pretty big mistake there from Robin. Because now if you get Iono'd, you don't have Quick Search to win the game. So Brad needs Iono and could go Iono, Candy Zard, pray you don't find. You're Justified. Yeah, definitely a big mistake there from Robin for sure. Now, like, Brad could even have Iono plus Punch with Radzard, and then Robin might not be able to get around it. Yeah, that's a pretty big mistake there from Robin. All right, but Brad doesn't have an Iono in hand, so push up Pidgeot, please. Okay. Maybe that is correct. Maybe that might be correct, to be honest. That might be correct. So I think we just see Quick Search for Iono, play Iono here from Brad. I think that's the correct sequence here. It's just Quick Search for Iono, play Iono. Switch in hand. Oh, that is true. Brad does have Switch in hand. But what are you finding off this? I guess you could have found something with the top deck combo. Yeah. Oh, you could get the Radzard this way. Ultra Ball? Oh, the Super Rod's big as well. The Super Rod. Oh, there's the Ultra Ball for the Radzard. So you could go Ultra Ball for Radzard. But the thing is, then you play your Switch. But then you could Candy. Okay, it goes for the Super Rod here. So we're going to see Super Rod recover Charizard. I would like to see just like Charizard and Brad has Iono in hand. No, there's no Iono in hand. 2 energy and a Charizard seems good to me. Yeah, I would like to see 2 energy and a Charizard. But Brad's thinking about like a Charmander or maybe even a Charmeleon. I don't even know, what do we need Charmander for? If we have Radiant Charizard as another attacker, I don't think we ever need a Charmander. Yeah, I don't like this. 3 energy seems a little bit better. But honestly, 2 energy and a Charizard. We need to find a Candy Charizard play here. I don't think you ever counter catcher here as Brad either, do you? Yeah, honestly, the way this... I think Brad should have gone for the Radiant Charizard play. I think Brad should have gone, get Ultra Ball for Radiant Charizard, attach to Radiant Charizard, switch into Radiant Charizard, Pidgeot for Iono, play Iono, and then next turn, try and find Candy Charizard, retreat the Radiant Charizard to Charizard, KO the Charizard. Yeah, I think that was a bad sequence there from Brad. Brad should have gone Ultra Ball for Radzard, attach, switch into it, Quick Search for Iono, play Iono. And then next turn, try and get Candy Zard, KO Charizard. 1 minute left. Counter catcher KO Rotom with Radzard is pretty good. Yeah, but it's so much to get. Like, it is possible, but it's not likely. The other play was just guaranteed and definitely should have been what we go for here. Brad can switch into a Pidgeot this turn. Okay, switch into Pidgeot. Can't double quick search would be crazy. Attaches to the Charmander. I think he wants a Mander to collapse the Rotom. Oh, that's fair, actually. I didn't actually think about that, to be honest. We could get the collapse on the Roadie, which would remove the win condition away from Robin, but... Yeah, either Brad doesn't know that you can't quick search with 2 different things, or like brain farted and was like, in the moment was just like, oh, I have Candy Pidgeot for another quick search. Okay, no collapsed yet from Brad. Did draw, yeah, I guess that is fair. Maybe putting the Mander. Well, I think you'd still want Charizard though. Still, like you have other basic Pokemon in the deck that you could draw into. Insta Charge for 3. Bench Charmander, and then Insta Charge, or did forget the Insta Charge. Oh, turn 0 here for Brad. Oh, no win condition for Brad. Yep. That's it. Robin wins 1-0. Had the boss in the hand anyways. Okay, no collapse for the roadie. Had the boss. Yeah. So would have been able to KO the roadie from there. Yeah, I think played pretty poorly from Brad, but yeah, Robin played pretty well. I mean, there was like that questionable play at the end there from Robin, where Robin didn't candy the Pidgeot and then candy the Charizard, and could have. Or maybe Robin was playing around a second TM Devo. That would honestly go... You would just auto win the mirror match if you played 2 TM Devo. Like, that would go too crazy, to be honest.